hreflang. What is it? Why is it important for international SEO and multilingual site? In this video, I'll explain to you. Stay tuned. Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com and welcome you to another video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand new to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button down below so whenever I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified. Hreflangs. I know many of you have been hearing about this as well as getting confused about this as well, right? As to how to really implement it and what is it actually used for. And in this video, I'll clarify with you. First of all, what is hreflang for those of you who don't know? Hreflang is a special HTML tag introduced by Google in December 2011, which uses to actually signal to the search engines as to which version of the language of the web pages it should show to the users. Let's say, for example, you have like two languages on your website, right? The main language is in the US English, and the secondary language is in the German Dutch, right? So you have like a translation option there on your website. Now, if a person, let's say in German, search about your website, you would want to display the German specific web pages, right? The translated web page to the German country, right? Germany country. And as well as when the people does the same search, but in, let's say, in the US or in Australia, they would get like an English version of the web page, right? So in this way, it's kind of like having one website but like an alternate page, right, in two different languages here in this case. And hreflang acts like a signal as to search engines as to which web page version it should display, right? Which language version it should display. And this is essentially what hreflang means, right? So many people ask me, like, if you don't have hreflang tag on your website, will search engine be able to determine as to which version of the language it should show to the users? The answer is yes, right? The Google or any other search engines now there are smart enough to really understand as to which version of the language it should show to the users. But hreflang tag acts as the strongest signal as to really like to clearly tell the search engines, right, as to which version it should display. So even without the hreflang, search engine can still show the language versions, but it may not be able to show it, as clearly as possible, as clearly, right? So without further ado, let's jump right to my computer screen. I'll show you how to really implement it on your website, right? Whether you're using WordPress or any other custom built website. So let's jump right to my computer screen. Okay, we're recording, right? All right, so this is just going to be a quick tutorial as to how to really implement the hreflang tag on your website, right? So this, I've taken one of my previous clients, right, where I actually implemented the hreflangs on his WordPress website. In fact, you can also apply this similar concept. It's the same concept to your any other type of website out there. And the way to really implement it is very easy, right? Especially if you're using WordPress here. So first of all, let me introduce you as to how really hreflang tag looks like, right? So let me do a search for hreflang here, and this is how it looks like, right? So let me kind of copy this and I'll show you in a minute. Let me go to my notepad and I'll paste it here. This is how it actually looks like, right? The hreflang. So you start off with the link, right, and followed by rel alternate here, which is kind of in like telling to the search engines like this is an alternate page, right? And then followed by the hreflang word here equal to the language code, right? And then the destination href equal to the destination of where the language is present here. So this is one of my previous clients where he's actually running two languages. One is in Thai language, one is in the English language, right? So this is how it actually would look like, right? So this is how to actually implement it on his website. So as you can see, like, you just zoom in right here, you see that like, as you can see, right, there's an hreflang in Thai language specified with the code language code here, followed by the destination, right? So his main language is in Thai language. So as you can see here, right, it basically means like hreflang for Thai language, and a destination here for this is a home page, right? So this is the home page here, And if, let's say, if a person does a translation, or if a search engine should really display it in English language, the destination of the page is right here, right? The same URL, but just followed by, the subfolder here. So first and foremost, when you actually have like multiple languages on your website, you have to really define as to how you want the second or the third language to be really structured on your website, right? So the most common ways is to actually either use it as a subdomain, right? So let's say if it is like a Thai language, so it would be like, let's say if it's a Thai, let's say you're like an English and a German website, so English version would be like website.com, right? And then let's say German version would be like ge, right, website.com. This is one of the ways to actually specify two different languages. The other way that people mostly use it is using the subfolder here, as you can see here. So the domain name followed by the subfolder, right? So let's say en for English, de, right? De should be like German there. So it could be like en.website.com and de.website.com, right? So it should be like that. And the other way, as I mentioned here, is like using the subfolder here. So if you're using like any type of WordPress, multilingual plugins, let's say Polylang or Translate Press, they normally will come up with the subfolder here, right? So this is like a default by using any translating plugins out there. The plugin which I use for this site is called as Translate Press, right? They have a free as a pro version, so free version. They also have the hreflang automatically set up for you, so no big deal here. The name of the translation plugin name here is Translate Press, right? So you can definitely use any type of plugin out there, and most of them will put it in a kind of like a subfolder here, right? So first, when you implement it on your website, you have to implement like both of the languages, right, on any specific page, right? Let's say this is the home page, so it specify like two versions, right? Two version of the language, right? As you can see here, let's say if I go to another page, let's say there's a page called shop here, right? This is like an e-commerce website. So when I go to the shop page here, you also see, let me just kind of like zoom in, right? hreflang, as you can see, so it's the same thing here, right? So rel alternate hreflang is equal to th Thai language and followed by href, and the destination of the Thai language is located in here, whereas for the English language location is located in /en/shop, right? As you can see, it's basically the same URL only, but in different folder here, as you can see, like this in the subfolder, right? So you can easily follow along, and it's pretty simple right here. So you have to apply these two, like, let's say if you have three languages, right, then you have to put another language here. Let's say in German it would be like de, and then followed by this one, and then de right here, right, the subfolder. You have to paste it on each and every page, right, that you want it to be duplicated. So let's say there's a shop page here that I wanted to show in Thai language as well as in English, so this will be duplicated, right, as you can see. And how about the English version here? So let's say if I copy this and I put it right here, and I do the view source, right? This is now in another, like in the secondary language. Now for this secondary language page, right, you also will have to paste the same thing here, as you can see, right? Same thing here. It's just like repeating right here, right? Nothing difficult here at all. You can definitely repeat it on on each and every page, right, that you want it to be served in different languages. And that's all for it, right? A quick tutorial on this one, and nothing really complex here, right? So you can copy and paste this on any type of your website you build, whether it's WordPress, whether it's if you're using WordPress, obviously there are some many free plugins out there, right, that allows you to do the translation. They will put this automatically for you. If you're a custom build website, you can definitely like just one line of code here or HTML tag that you have to apply it, and that's it, right? And the place where you apply this is like just before the end of the head section, right? So This is like, in the head section of the website, right? So you can just apply it anywhere there, just like, in this, like, a little bit on the top, right? Like, as you can see, right, head here. As you can see, this is the end of the head section, right? The head section is on the top, and then hreflang will be somewhere, before that. So hope you find this video valuable. If you like this video, make sure to press the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about SEO. And if you have any more questions, related to this hreflang or any other things regards to SEO, make sure to comment them down in the comment section down below as well, and try to answer them as soon as possible. And that's all for it, right? Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.